Wherever we at, we trusted in our enemies that put us in slavery to save us from our situation. They the one that put us there. They ain't gonna save from the trap they set. What they gonna do that? Well, how they gonna benefit them? The same people that don't want to see you succeed, the same people that got the DEI policy to make sure that you can't have a good job, is the same people that we be voting for. That's why the Lord says we cannot trust in oppression, because your enemy is wicked. He gonna do what it's like trusting a snake. Which the scriptures say that too. It's like trusting a snake. You gonna be mad because a snake bit you? It's a snake. It's his nature. Read.
Because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall.
This is part of the reason why us as a people, why it's so hard for us to stand up. Because we continuously trusted on the so-called white man or any of these other nations. Because let's, for instance, we got our brothers that's in Jamaica, for example. You got the so-called Asian man oppressing them there. You got brothers that live in the so-called in the Arabic lands. You got them oppressing them there. Wherever we at, we trusted in our enemies that put us in slavery to save us from our situation. They the one that put us there. They ain't gonna save from the trap they set. What they gonna do that? Well, how they gonna benefit them? Is there more on that?
Sir, that's it.
Psalms 83 real quick, just to back up what I just said. It's all their plan to keep us in this trap. We talk about it sometimes, but this is the thing. The Bible actually says it. The Bible actually says it. They put us in these traps, all of them together. Read.
Psalm chapter 83 and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
King David is prophesying. He's speaking to the Lord saying they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, because we're God's chosen people. You read the Bible, the so-called blacks and Hispanics, we are God's chosen people. And you know what else? We can prove it. And we about to prove it right after we read this. Read it again.
Yes, sir. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel. That means they've been very smart, sneaky. They done slept on and thought about these things that they do to us. That's why they meditate on it. That's why, for example, every time you're in the hood, I know where to find my people. I don't care if I ain't been in the city yet. I go on Google Map, I see where the wing spots is at. I see where the beauty supply stores is at. And I'm like, oh, my people gonna be there. I bet they got wings right there. He probably sells some food right up in there. And guess who tends to own the same businesses? So-called Arab man. Who owns the beauty supply stores most of the time? So-called Asian, the so-called Chinese, Japanese man, right? And somehow they are in all our communities. And then at that point, who owns the check cashing spot? Keep reading what you got.
Yes, sir.
The Bible is going to say this. Read.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Now, this is the reason why even we was talking just now about the halftime show, because some of our people didn't catch it.
Wow.
Kendrick even mentioned the fact that the so-called white man doesn't ever want you to join with your brothers. Like I said, matter of fact, in Zephaniah 2:1, the Lord instructed us to join with our brothers.
That's right.
But what they had said during the show, what he said, scorekeeper deduct one life. Because whenever we start to keep God's commandments and decide to come together, they always come to destroy. Because they know that us coming together means the end for them. Read.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation, not desired.
What did the Lord call us?
O nation, not desired.
Because like we just read, we have enemies on this earth. None of them like us. Why? They hate us, matter of fact. And you know why? Because they know we are God's chosen people.
That's right.
And they know that the way to keep us down, to keep us under them, is to keep us in sin. Go back, read that.
Psalms 83 and verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
They said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. Read.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
So that way we don't even remember who we are. Right? Because if I ask you what's your nationality, what would you say?
Bring it out.
Yeah.
Religion or something?
Nah, not religion. Nationality. Who you are. Where your people come from. You would say, that's as far as we can go. Because we know we got took off them ships as far as we could go. What would you say, Todd? You would say Africa as well. Now, this is the thing. The Lord speaks about that situation that happened to us. About the fact that we was taken off of slave ships. Right? Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 real quick. Start at verse 15, then we're going to hop over to 68. So you can understand why did this thing even happen to us in the first place. Because I don't know if y'all ever thought about that. Of why we was put into slavery? Why it's happened to just us as a people?
Yeah.
Read what you got. We're going to find out why.
28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
How you doing, my sister? I got my brother Todd here. Got my brother Derek here, right? Got my brother Derek here. I'm doing good, sis. How about yourself? What's your name, if you don't mind me asking? Sister Lisa. So, Sister Lisa, we got my brother Derek here. Got my brother Todd here. What we talking about? Say again?
Say hi, how are you?
We're doing good, sis. Now, what we're talking about right now is about how do we get into this predicament as a people that we in right now. As a nation of people. That's what we're talking about right now. And we're about to read it in the Bible of how this happened to us.
Right.
Right? You understand where I'm going so far?
I understand.
All praise to the Lord. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So the Lord is saying something's going to happen to us if we don't keep the commandments. This is back in Deuteronomy. This is back in Moses' time.
Right.
Moses speaking to the Israelites saying, if you don't keep God's commandments, something's going to happen. Read.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
My brother Derek, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing to me too. Would y'all say a curse is a bad thing? It definitely is, right? The Lord thinks the same.
Right.
A curse is a bad thing. Verse 68, that's the end of verse 15, right?
Yes, sir.
Verse 68, let's see one of these curses that was going to happen to the people that Moses was speaking to.
All right, bring it out.
Read. Because the people he was speaking to, let's stay in mind, the people Moses just said that to are the Israelites. All right? Read.
That's right.
So this is also being said to the Israelites.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
This says the Lord is going to bring us into Egypt again. Does anybody remember what happened to us when we were in Egypt? What happened to the Israelites when they were in Egypt? What did they do? Anybody remember? Go to Exodus 1 and 16 real quick. What happened when the Israelites were in Egypt? What did we have to do? Read what you got real quick. Exodus chapter 1 and verse 16. I know I threw you for a curveball real quick.
Exodus 1 and 16.
Bring it out.
And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife.
Oh, that's not it. Exodus 10 and 11. Read that.
Yes, sir. Exodus chapter 1 and verse 10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our armies.
Now, this is way back when we was in Egypt. When the Israelites in Egypt, and they saw us multiplying. They said, nah, we got to do something about that. That's the same similar situation to the fact there's always abortion clinics that's in our communities. Because they want to keep us at a certain level to make sure if something happens, we don't jump off against them. You know why? Because they know what they do is evil to us. They know. Don't go nowhere, Sister Lisa. Keep reading.
That they join also unto our armies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. Therefore did they set over them taskmasters.
So they gave us taskmasters. Taskmasters to do what?
To afflict them with their burdens.
To afflict us with our burdens. Meaning we were servants in this time. We were servants in this time. Now go to Exodus 20 and 2 really quick. Because it said in Deuteronomy 28 that we would be placed into Egypt again. So we're going to find out what does Egypt mean according to the Bible. We just found out what we were doing in Egypt. Now we're going to see what the word Egypt means according to the Lord. Read.
Exodus 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt,
out of the land of Egypt.
out of the house of bondage.
What does Egypt mean, Brother Todd?
All right, y'all, fellas.
Derek, what Egypt mean? No, real quick. Come here real quick because what we've gone over, bro, I'm telling you, it's more important than some lemon pepper wings, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I got you. I ain't going to hold you too long because I understand kids got to eat. I understand that. All praises to the Lord because it says, you don't got to go to it. It says in 1 Timothy 5:8 that a man is supposed to provide for his household.
That's right.
That's something that we're supposed to do. And you don't see that all the time in our community. So I give that to you for doing that. You understand? Now, real quick, what did the Lord say that Egypt is? We got you. It's real quick.
Yes, sir. I'm the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
House of bondage, right? What's another word for bondage? What's another word for bondage, Brother Todd? Slavery.
Right.
Slavery.
Right.
That's another word for bondage. So we found out, according to the Bible, Egypt is synonymous with slavery.
Right.
Read.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
That's the Lord say he's going to bring us into slavery again with ships.
Right.
Now, what does that sound like, Derek?
Free.
No, what does that sound like? What we just read?
Yeah, that sounds basically like he's saying that he's gonna bring.
Because when you read the Bible, it just said that we was going to be sent into slavery on ships. That's this.
Right.
That's the transatlantic and the sub-Saharan slave trade. Moses said this would happen to the Israelites.
Right.
Who did this happen to?
Us,
Which is who?
black men,
The so-called blacks and Hispanics, meaning that we're what?
slaves.
We are slaves, but what is our nationality? Because that's the question I originally asked you. If Moses said to the Israelites that slavery, the sub-Saharan transatlantic slave trade would happen, and that happened to the so-called black and Hispanic man, then the so-called black and Hispanic man is actually who? We are the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
We are the Israelites.
Right.
Because you understand that, right? You understand what we just read? We're the Israelites according to the Bible.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Now, Deuteronomy 10 and 12 real quick. Actually, no, my bad. Finish what you got, then Deuteronomy 20 and 12. But now, real quick. The reason why I had them line up with that, because I know you and my brother Ty gotta hear this part. I know the kids got it. You gotta hear this part. Because I just gave you that, but what you gonna do with it? You know you're Israelite, I gotta give you something to do with that. Because we can know all we want. We got brothers that walk around and say they kings and the sisters is queens, and they doing what everybody else do. I ain't never seen a king do what a peasant do.
Bring it up.
Not at all.
Right.
The Lord said we the greatest people on this earth.
Right.
So we shouldn't be doing what everybody else is doing. Read what you got.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold to your enemies.
Now, brother Derek, it says we'll be sold unto who?
I couldn't catch it.
That's cool. One more time.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Who were we sold to when we got off these slave ships?
To the white man.
To the white man. What the Lord just called them?
Enemy.
Our enemies. That's important to know because a lot of us as a people think everybody like us.
Bring it out.
We got enemies according to the Bible. I ain't saying we got to go do something to them, but we got to know that. We got enemies. Read.
Yes, sir. Unto your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
No man shall save us. But brother Todd, where you sliding to, Todd? Deuteronomy 10 and 12. We still going to read this before y'all go. Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Because y'all need to understand that there's something required of you as the Israelites. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee?
So Todd and Derek, the Lord requires something of you. Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Y'all have to fear the Lord according to the scriptures. Read.
To walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. To keep the commandments of the Lord.
Todd, Derek, y'all have to make sure y'all are keeping the commandments of the Lord.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example.